If required, the crust is now stuccoed. A soft acrylic material is spread thinly over range marks, brands, and other imperfections in the grain. This operation will fill in blemishes without creating a completely new surface. The stucco will dry and become durable and extremely flexible without changing or altering the lavish feel the tanner is creating. When the stucco has dried, the surface grain of the leather is buffed, sometimes referred to as correcting, removing the extra stucco as well as blending out the hard edges of the range marks. The buffing does not remove the grain completely, it only removes a thin portion of the outermost layer. Some articles that do not get treated with stucco do get buffed to increase the uniformity of the grain appearance. The finishes for leathers are mixtures of several different components. Some finishes are water-based and some are solvent-based. Several articles may have the same base components, but with small changes, a different feel can be achieved. Finishes can be classified as pigmented, semi-aniline, oil pull-up, and aniline. All finishes are made up and tested before they are used in production. Application of the finishes is most commonly done with a spray machine. Hides are laid flat on a conveyor and taken at a constant speed under a set of rotating spray guns that spray thin coats of finish evenly across the hide surface. Depending on the article, the finish can be as transparent or as opaque as needed. Finishes that cover the surface will set the color, while more transparent aniline finishes will subtly enhance the base color. The finish is continually mixed to ensure uniformity from the first to the last hide sprayed. One way to finish leather and add effects is roll coating. After the first finish is applied to the leather, it is placed into a machine that has metal rolls that have patterns etched into them. A darker finish is put on the roller and run over the grain of the leather. The pattern of the roller is transferred to the surface of the leather. The pattern gives the leather a unique look. A top coat is then applied on a spray machine to protect and complete the effect. Again, the tanner can adjust the feel and sheen of the article with the top coat. Some leathers are embossed with a print. This print is transferred to the leather on heated hydraulic roll presses. As the leather passes between the metal rollers, the pattern is transferred to the leather. The rollers can have natural patterns, irregular patterns, or smooth patterns. Prints are normally put into the leather before the final effect and top coats are applied. Following the top coat, leathers will be ironed or pressed smooth to even the surface of the finish for a good feel and to improve the sheen. After the first finish dries, a top coat or fixing coat is sprayed on. This top coat enables the tanner to alter the feel or touch of the surface. It can be smooth and slick or have some drag. The sheen can also be adjusted with top coat. Some articles may go through the spray machine operation 1 or even 2 times more. To achieve an extremely soft hand, the leathers are placed in a drum without any water and tumbled for several hours. This continues to work the oils and the fibers. The fibers separate and the oils move between them, allowing them to slide and blend more easily. When the leather comes out of the dry mill, the surface is no longer smooth, it may have some pebble. The grain pattern is called natural milled grain. Leathers that have been embossed also get dry milled. The rigid pattern that is stamped into the surface is loosened and blended by this process. Leathers that require the softest hand are again staked. The staking procedure adds a final degree of softness we require. The staking machine simulates the action that the leather will encounter during use. The final article has a suppleness that distinguishes it as a high-quality leather. The leather gets a final trimming and visual inspection. Unusable material and odd-shaped pieces are again removed, leaving only the best portions of leather. The leather is compared to the original master to make sure that the current production matches it in every aspect. From color to hand to feel to effect, all characteristics of the leather are reviewed and checked again to guarantee quality. All leather is then measured and marked by a computer. Due to the irregular and invariable shapes of hides, leather is passed over light sensors and the square footage is determined. The measurement is then stamped onto the back side of the leather for future reference. An itemized report is also attached to the leathers identifying articles, measurements, dates, and lot number for tracking. Before a tannery can ship the leather to an Ashley manufacturing facility, the leather must pass all laboratory testing requirements. Millennium requires some of the strictest testing guidelines in the industry to certify the quality of leather used in Millennium furniture. Strength, durability, color fastness, and light fastness are just some of the tests that are performed. The leather is finally wrapped in plastic to protect it from dirt and moisture, labeled with the article name, color, batch number, and then shipped to an Ashley factory. Primitive man started using animal skins as leather for protection and shelter. The methods and technology for the process are constantly changing and improving. New ideas and designs evolve every day throughout the world, and we will be there to evaluate these advances. We hope this look at the tanning process furthers your understanding of how the rich leathers found in Millennium furniture are transformed from raw hides to the luxurious articles you feel and see on our furniture.